today is the day. Two of my best friends are getting married today and they will have an Indian wedding, which is why I got my mehndi done. I'm a bridesmaid, so I have a lehenga that's custom fit for my body. I practice a dance with the other bridesmaids that we're gonna perform later today. It's gonna be interesting, to say the least. We'll see how this goes. Here we have all the other bridesmaids and the family of the groom, because we had to arrive at the venue early to take photos and to help the bride get ready. The venue for my friend's wedding was absolutely stunning. I could not believe the place that they picked, honestly. It was so pretty, and just walking around in that venue felt like a dream, especially with that outfit. So before the ceremonies, we had some time to check out the venue, walk around, explore, take some photos. And honestly, the wedding was a lot of fun because we did have to practice a dance. You will see that later. It was an Indian dance, and I think it went pretty well for the amount of time that we had to practice. My friend was absolutely stunning in her wedding dress, and we had so much fun doing all the ceremonies that go with Indian weddings. And I did promise to dance. Here we have the dance with all the other bridesmaids. I hope they're not mad for me posting this. But to be honest, it was very tough in the beginning, but at the end, it was really, really fun. And now whenever I get cold, I just do this dance with the music that they picked. The wedding ended pretty early, which was good for me because I had work on the next day and also a flight to catch. Surprise! Going to London after this trip. On the next day, I tried to find breakfast, and I typically drink matcha, as you've seen from my other videos. However, this is the only place that I found that has matcha, and oh my god, this was way too sweet for my taste. And then I had to go to the office until 3 p.m. to do some work. This is the view. Because I didn't have much time, I had to go straight to the airport to go to London. Yoo-hoo! What am I doing in London, you may ask? Well, I have some teams to meet there. Because, spoiler alert, I've switched to a new team at my company and needed to meet some critical people that are based in London. And looking back, this really helped me on board, but stay tuned. Okay, so I almost made it to London. I think I have 1 more hour to go, and today I am flying British Airways, which is, I think, a partner of American Airlines. And I'm only flying them because I'm doing this status match challenge at American Airlines. I typically always fly United or Star Alliance. However, I thought, why not try a different airline this time? However, I think this is the worst business class that I've ever been in. Is a 2-for-2 configuration. Also, I'm wondering how long the henna will last. Some people were saying, oh, it's just a couple of days. Some people have been saying, oh, it's 2 weeks. My dad has been saying it's 6 months, which it's definitely not. I have landed in London Heathrow, as you can see. I quickly jumped on one of the trains to connect the terminals to get my luggage and also to make it to the taxi stands. I think this was the day after the coronation of King Charles, so it was pretty busy there actually. But luckily I got my luggage very quickly, found a taxi, and they're so cute, look at this. And while I was driving to the hotel, I found this truck. Look at this. Magic. But I quickly checked into my hotel room, which was fantastic. When I go for hotel rooms, I always prefer the style that a hotel has versus the size of the room. So, I just made it to my room. It is pretty small, but I think that's pretty normal here in London because it's the same in New York. They don't have that much space. And I love this hotel. It's so cute. It's the London edition. And just look at the details that you have here. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I'm staying in London until Saturday. Then I'm flying back to New York, and hopefully I can relax a bit because it's been a lot of traveling. This is my 3rd hotel in the past week, and I'm really, really excited to go back to my bed after this. And typically what I do when I land or when I get to a new hotel is I do take a shower, I find the next coffee shop, and I just walk around for a bit just to familiarize myself with where I'm at. However, it is 3 p.m. here, which means it is 10 a.m. in New York, and I do have a lot of work to do today, so my plan is to walk around a little bit right now, and then I will find a coffee shop probably and get some work done. And then I go back to my hotel room because I do have some meetings. Oh yeah, another thing. If you are thinking about getting a white suitcase, ever, don't get the white suitcase. Look at this. I've had the suitcase for maybe 2 years, and sure, I do travel a lot, but this suitcase is so dirty, and I'm not going to clean the suitcase wherever I travel. Like, no. But at least my suitcase is always organized. So I'm starting to unpack right now, and I checked the weather forecast, which says it's gonna rain a bunch, and I opened the closet, and what do I see? An umbrella. Thank God, because I was so close to buying a new one. As I mentioned before, I landed around midday, but I did have some work to do, and I found this coffee shop. I went there every single day during my stay because they make the most amazing matcha. I was so shocked, so obviously had to show my loyalty right away. And then, unfortunately, after I got caffeinated, I had to do some work, do some meetings. I think I had meetings until 8 p.m. that day, and later on I actually took myself out to dinner very late at 9:30 because I just had so much work to catch up on. My hotel lobby was just a dream, so I just had a glass of wine there. And then it was time to go to bed. I was so tired. Return of the best matcha ever!